what you have with metals today, um, gold, okay, have broken out of this structure here, but very close to this previous high of the 1765. So we can't really be taking a trade decision at the moment, and this retracement here looked really crazy initially, and we have it that it is then starting to trend again. Well, so also was the situation here, okay, back then, but turned out to be in diagonal, and this could have been with five. And really, as expected, market is then trend from there, but that did not really happen, and the market can still very be crazy here. So we're not really looking at anything for gold today. Okay, probably if gold can maybe do some sort of retracement, maybe back to the trend line of some sort, and we could look to capitalize on that and take a decision then to trade it back to the high. Okay, so let's see what we have with the silver. The silver currently is trading at the moment at a very key trend line support or resistance as well. Let's see what we have. Okay, and trading inside of around that resistance. Okay, we started way back January. Okay, June. Okay, that was June. That was June, not January. That was June. Around June, and we have a high here. Okay, so we can't really say that this could be a high per se. But overall, from the monthly and weekly time frame, we have is that this day is not yet agreeing with the reversal pattern we want to see of any sort, and it's still pushing um, up. Okay, but at the moment it's currently near a very key structure here, which happened to be structure far back in the past, and we would um, start to see uh, things happening around the area because um, it's really a strong area though per se, but we could then have a bounce, so we could expect that gold can still continue wanting to try to feel to the bounce, okay, the bounce, and which might be a possibility. So let's see what we have is we could start to dream that gold might want to feel to the extreme of that zone. So let's see the daily time frame, what we have from the daily time frame. Daily time frame, so we have is that currently gold, silver is actually trading with the head of the trend line there from the H4 and also with the daily. Okay, so let's quickly get this up. Quickly get this up, and let's see. Well. So if you could have some sort of bounce, right? The bounce back into this zone, we could look to take a buy trade on silver, but we don't have any reasons to take a decision now. So if we could have some sort of retracement or a breakout. So whichever will be the situation, But yesterday we had this long week, and which I have reason to believe that could want to start filling and thereby continue gradually filling into completing that structure. Okay, so we might expect that to happen and thereby continue to fill and then breaking out of this structure. And on the retest, we will look to go long on silver. Okay, so that's what I think with the silver. What do I think of the platinum? The platinum have been for quite some time trading more sideways. For last week, we wanted to see the metals actually making a run for it, but the platinum seems to have been stopped. Okay, platinum seems to have been stopped because it's still trading more of in some sort of flat structure. Okay, this flat structure here, and what really can I tell you? Well, I will not really be looking to take a trend action now because um, until if there could be a breakout traders and friends could be a breakout of the structure, then we could um, then on a breakout and a confirmation, then we could then look to go long while our risk could be here. And so that's what I could tell you, and I could show to you with the Latino. What can I tell you about the S&P? S&P. Um, S&P. Yesterday we wanted to see some sort of breakdown, maybe some sort of complex correction, maybe ABC on the S&P, but that's not happening. As you can see, that S&P has started to make new highs, and it's still moving that way. So let's go down to the H4 to see what we have. The S&P currently this was um, a very strong structure for the S&P, and we could see how price then bounced off that structure, okay, and then made a run for the money. Okay, so S&P bounced off this key structure even with the report of um, the end of the trade deal with China. Okay, so we have the S&P still making a run for the money, and we cannot just what can I tell you, traders? We can't just really make a decision right now because price then move near a very key structure here. So if we could have break out of the structure, okay, then we could look to take advantage and then target this zone. Okay, so that's what I think with the S&P. Quite yesterday, the UK 100 have been a little bit crazy after the bounce of this trend line. Okay, the structure here, and we have it that it's also near a very key structure here. So we want to see a break, maybe today or tomorrow. If you could have a clean break of this structure, then on the retest of this structure, we can look to go long on the S&P. Okay, so that's what I think of the S&P. So have a wonderful trading day and remain blessed.